This week on Facts for Facts, we're getting political.
Take back gay marriage.
We do not need gay rights.
I do not want to be hit by a child. I think as feminists, we should let women make mistakes.
I know. I don't know how you ended up in this country.
We're getting dirty.
Yeah, when you're making out with somebody.
You make out on the toilet. Get off the Labubu train. It's not a real thing. Show me your pits. I want to see every straight man's pits.
And we're getting drunk.
Oh my God. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me?
Okay, are you... Oh, God.
Why?
Let's go.
Facts for facts. It's clear that you are gay. Facts for facts. Let's up the stakes today. Bring the brains, booty busters, and the brats. It's time for facts for facts.
You're so stupid.
Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Facts for Fags, a queer trivia show where we go brain to brain, head to head, and sometimes ass to mouth. I'm Bombae, your host, and I'm so smart, the first time someone gave me poppers, I drank them.
You are smart.
I am smart. My first guest is a Canadian Comedy Award-winning drag queen. She headlined the Just for Laughs festival in Montreal, and she just finished a burlesque tour all across the Canadian provinces, and she's on the precipice of a brand new drag brunch in Toronto. She's ready with opinions, accents, and a full face at 9 a.m. every Sunday. It's Selena Vyle.
There's a lot of misinformation in there.
Really?
Well, just exaggeration.
What's exaggerated?
Did I write that?
No. Well, it was from your bio online. Did you not host the Just for Laughs festival?
I was not a headliner. I don't know why I wrote that. I did put that in the bio, but I was never a headliner.
Did you just tour all the Canadian provinces?
Not all of them. I did 4, 5, 6 of them.
4 out of 9? 10?
There's more. 10.
Okay, cool. What are we
Yeah.
not counting?
What am I not counting? Manitoba, Saskatchewan, whatever is west of there.
Okay,
so, I
cool.
don't know, Alberta and British Columbia.
And everything else was right. You are ready at 9 a.m. every Sunday to do drag.
Never. I'm never ready on time.
What time do you get
if
ready?
the show is supposed to start at 10:30, I will be ready at like 11:10. But people are okay to wait because they get to eat and stuff, and then the show starts.
Right. We love entertainment on a full
On
stomach.
a full stomach. We don't
Stomach.
want people getting hangry.
No.
No, it's bad for business.
How's your pride going?
Thank you for asking. It's actually much lighter than last year.
Okay.
Which is fabulous. It's great that no corporates have hired me this year.
They've taken their money back.
Because they're taking their money back. They are done with us as queer people. And I love to see it because it's stop with the fake allyship and leave me alone. Give me your money still.
Yeah.
But I don't want to show up.
Yeah. I miss corporates. I wish they would come back. I left their money.
They will in like 3 years.
When being gay is cool again.
And the recession's over and they don't have to cut us out of their budget.
Selena, do you consider yourself to be a smart person?
No.
Good. This is
not
gonna be
at all.
fun. This is gonna
It
be so
will
much
be
fun.
fun. It will be fun.
Do you think you're smarter than me? In what way?
Ooh, okay. I think my emotional intelligence is higher. I think I'm better in social situations, and I'm a lot more creative than you, and I know a lot more about the world than you.
Right. Thankfully, none of these matter when you're getting on Drag Race.
Thank God.
So we're going to start off our show, but before we start with the actual trivia questions, we're going to do a little bit just so our listeners and viewers get to know you a little bit. Just a little bit, just one question.
I'm an open book.
Okay, this is called gag or guzzle.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. Either you gag us with an answer or you guzzle a beautiful shot in front of you.
What am I drinking?
You're drinking pepper brine.
Uh,
You have pepper brine.
which means what?
It's like when you buy peppers in vinegar, so you just take all the peppers out. So it's the preservative.
So I hate peppers. I never eat them.
Biggest struggle, you can't hate peppers and alcohol.
I can't?
No.
I hate a lot of things.
Well, then you're about to love this game.
Wonderful.
So Selena's drinking pepper brine, and I have shots of the cheapest vodka I could find at the LCBO.
$11? How much was it?
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
The recession.
Have you had this before?
Yes. I have it all the time.
You enjoy it.
I love these.
Will I?
Yes. You take a sniff and then you drink. It's so good.
You have to smell it first?
I mean, it has an umami to it. Did I use that word
It
correctly?
has edamame?
Umami.
Umami.
Yes.
What is umami?
It's like a fifth flavor profile that's only available in like Asian cuisine. You thought
fifth-
I wouldn't know that. You thought I wouldn't know that.
Well, I actually didn't know that. The fifth flavor was Camila Cabello, right?
Stop.
Okay, so do I have to smell it now or right
No,
when
so
I go?
I'm going to ask you a question, and if you don't want to answer it, you can drink. But if you have to answer it, then you don't have to drink. Okay? It's just an icebreaker. So I know you, but our listeners don't.
How do you not know who I am?
They have taste.
Fair.
Your question is, what's one tag on Grindr that you love?
No, what is that? I'm not on Grindr.
Oh, what do you use?
Scruff.
Okay, what's one tag on Scruff that you love?
Daddy. It's always daddy.
Oh.
I like somebody who's older than me, even though I'm getting up there myself.
Girl,
I'm in the over 40 category. But I still am looking for someone close to death. And so whenever I see daddy, I think, how close are you to death? And how much money do you have?
Let's go. At what age does someone become a daddy?
It's hard for me to identify that because I think I'm in the daddy category currently.
It takes one to know one.
But I don't accept that. I still see myself, like I will still watch coach or stepdad porn, but when I'm watching it, I'm the person being taken advantage of. Yes, exactly. I'm still watching it as if I'm like a teenager being like, do we have to take our clothes off?
Could you imagine if they hired actors in that age group to be like, I'm just coming home from school?
Honestly,
like,
sometimes they do. Have you seen some daddy porn these
No.
days? Like sometimes they pick people who are like the same age and very clear.
Now that people know that you're a dick pic for daddies, we can actually start the game.
Okay.
Okay, the rules are very simple. We're going to go through 5 categories.
Nothing with you is simple, but go on.
At the end of each category, we'll tally your answers. If you've got most of them right, I'll do a shot of vodka. But if you get most of them wrong, you do a shot of your brine.
As someone who has worked with you before on a game show motif, I do want to express my concern that we are tallying votes or tallying scores because you're notoriously bad at remembering scores.
Your concerns are not my concerns today.
Wow, she's confident.
No. At any point in time, if you need help, you can ask me. Maybe I'll help you, give you an answer. Or you can call someone up, but you can only call someone once. You can call them on your phone, and you can say, hey, I need help answering this question.
I don't have anybody ready.
I can't help you with that.
Okay.
Make friends. Make better friends.
Oh, baby.
Do we understand the rules of the game?
Oh, honey, I've been ready.
The first round is queer history, pop culture, sex ed, and fracking.
The first category is
4
categories. Okay, so it is what again?
Queer history, pop culture, sex ed, and fracking.
Okay.
The questions may or may not have to do with any of these.
I'm aware.
Your first question. How to Train Your Dragon tops the US box office this week. What is the name of the dragon in How to Train Your Dragon?
Leslie.
That is incorrect. Why did you go to Leslie?
It's a unisex name. We don't know the sex of the dragon.
Name a dragon who's called Leslie. Exactly.
The lead in...
Do you want to know what the name of the dragon is?
I would love to.
Toothless.
Homeless, not toothless.
Homeless, not toothless. Do you know what his rider is called?
Sorry, what? His rider?
The dragon has a rider.
He has a rider? Is it like green M&Ms in a bowl and like all white background?
No.
Okay. What is it?
The person who rides the dragon, you know what his name is? It's not Homeless.
Daddy?
No.
What is it?
Hiccup.
What is happening in How to Train Your Dragon? Are these the traditional names or is this something they just made up for this particular film?
What do you mean? What, every name is made up.
But like, isn't How to Train Your Dragon like a book or something that people read as a kid or like a cartoon?
No,
it's not a new thing.
It was an animated movie that is now being live actioned.
And it was always toothless, not
and
homeless.
Hiccup. No.
And
The
Hiccup.
dragon is toothless. The dragon has a home. He's not homeless.
And Hiccup?
Hiccup.
I don't like what's happening here.
So you got that wrong. Off to a terrible start for you.
Thank you.
The next question. Olivia Rodrigo has a hit song called Driver's License. You love Olivia Rodrigo. You did an album and you recreated her album art for it. Broken Hearted Girl.
Doesn't mean I liked her, but yeah.
Oh, so you just used her imagery for what? Clout?
Yes.
Good to know.
She was very popular at the
I'm
time.
just establishing that you are not a good person, Selena. Olivia Rodrigo had a hit song called Driver's License. Name one U.S. state where the minimum age to get a driver's license is 14.
Wyoming.
You were very confident, but you were very wrong.
Damn it.
You can think about these things. You don't have to rush into them. But why Wyoming? Have you been?
I just feel like people ride horses. They are not cars. So they would be like, who cares? Just give them a license.
Right. But very similar. The U.S. states are Alaska, Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, North Dakota, and South Dakota.
I was quite close because I feel like Iowa and Wyoming are in the same area of the country. I've never seen a map.
So you can be 14 in any of these places and you can learn how to drive.
Wild. That's great. Get kids driving young. I grew up in
Eventually.
Canada, but thank you. But my family's from Mexico. My mother's side of the family's from Mexico. And going down there, all my cousins were driving as like children.
Are they good drivers?
Yes, they're amazing drivers because the rules are very different over there.
Is there something about like tiny hands grabbing the wheel?
They have quicker
like
reflexes.
sweatshops.
They have
and
very
helps.
fast Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
No, but they have very fast reflexes, and it's very like you're within lanes. Who cares about lights? Like it's very who cares about you know what I mean? Stop signs. People are just go, and kids are confident. Kids are like, yeah, I can do this.
That's dangerous, Mama. I do not want to be hit by a child.
I mean, here's the thing: is like when you start young, you have more time to get better by the time you're an adult. I've also been in a car in Lebanon. Have you been in a car in Lebanon?
I've not been to Lebanon, but I've been in a car.
They do not use you've been in a car?
Yes.
They do not have rear view mirrors. They do not have
Just vibes.
the side mirrors. Yeah, legit. And like again, no lanes, no stops. You're just going, and nobody gets hurt. They know how to drive. They know how to take control of the situation.
All right. Well, Lebanon is where we need to go. Next question. Blaise Metroelli made history.
Sorry, say that again.
Blaise Metroelli.
Blaise Metroelli? Is that a person's name?
Yes, that's the person's name. She's a very important person as of last week. Blaise Metroelli recently made history by becoming the first female chief of MI6. What does MI6 stand for?
Mission Impossible 6, the film starring Tom Cruise. He did all his own stunts. Nobody cares, but he
Nobody
did.
cares. We love a good Scientologist with an agenda.
Are there good Scientologists?
Leah Remini.
Is a former Scientologist.
I think that makes her a good that makes her good, Scientologist.
I'll accept your answer.
Yeah. What does MI6 stand for?
I told you, Mission Impossible 6, the film.
No, it's Mission Military Intelligence Section 6. Very boring.
Very boring. What did she do? What is the story?
She's the new head of MI6. She's the first woman.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do we hate MI6?
I think as feminists, we should let women make mistakes.
I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene exists.
I love that.
That she exists.
Yes. I mean, also she now is saying very weird things.
There's a lot of bad people.
Yes.
Who are now saying things that I agree with.
How does that make you feel?
Really conflicted. Because I want to be like, look, they're becoming progressive, but they're not.
No.
They're not. They still have their disgusting conservative values. They're just right about this one particular thing. And it's hard to be like, look, they're saying this, therefore it must be true. Because by that logic, everything else they're saying must be true. Yeah. So I never share anything that Tucker Carlson is saying, Pierce Morgan. Anytime they say something where I'm like, I agree with you, I agree with them in private, because then they say other shit.
And then suddenly you co-sign everything they say if you agree with it in public.
Will not do that.
No.
No.
It was so weird. I found myself agreeing with Tucker Carlson at that interview he did. And I'm like, what life am I living?
It's like, are you finally seeing the light? Are you finally on the right side? Or
is someone paying you to say that?
See, I think the thing is he's not being paid, and that's why he's able to say it. I think everything else he's being paid to say.
We love a broke bitch with a vendetta.
I like that.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, broke bitch with a vendetta. All right, this is something you would know, I hope.
Okay.
The mint green human-sized Labubu, it's human-sized, is the most expensive Labubu figure. How much did it sell for?
$37,000.
That's incorrect.
Why?
Well, because it didn't sell for $37,000. It sold for $150,000.
Ooh, that's too much money to spend on something that's stupid.
Talk to Bell Bell. She's right there.
Baby Bell Bell, you and everybody else who's not that far off from my age are part of a phenomenon that is meaningless. Beanie Babies, those were meant to appreciate over time and make people millionaires. And where are those people now? Get off the Labubu train. It's not a real thing.
What if someone would say, let adults have hobbies?
Let them have hobbies, but don't spend money on these hobbies. Not all your money.
Because Labubus are so expensive.
Probably, I don't know, how much are they?
Even if they were cheap.
$150,000.
Yeah, well, but that one is $150,000. But even if they were cheap, I think they're kind of ugly.
They are ugly. And I think that's part of the charm of them. I think it's like, look at this ugly little thing I have. Isn't it so cute because it's so ugly? I don't subscribe to that. No. I want things that are actually cute, not ugly cute.
Yeah.
Trolls. Were you ever part of Trolls?
No, I wasn't born then.
What?
I wasn't born in that time.
You were born after the Trolls phenomenon?
Yeah.
When was Trolls?
Early 2000s?
No. I was in, like, school. Was it elementary school or high school? I
so
can't really remember.
these never made their way to India because we were dealing with the famine. So we didn't really have
Fair.
time.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh.
I'm so skinny, but it's just trauma.
You look great.
Thank you. I'd like to shout out to Winston Churchill. Okay, your last question in this category. Last week on the UK radio station Capital FM, Mariah Carey
favorite.
said that she doesn't believe in what?
Time.
Yes, you got it.
Time. I know this one. She does not subscribe to Time, and I agree with her. Listen, I am an undiagnosed self-diagnosed ADHD patient, and one thing I have learned that is a thing that people with ADHD have is called time blindness, where you don't experience
almost forgot
time.
to come today. You texted me and you said I lost track of time when you were supposed to show
No,
up.
I didn't forget to come. I just lost track of time and was late.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, so that's time blindness.
Yes, is not experiencing time the way other people do. Like literally, I'll get home from a gig and it'll be 8 p.m. and I'll be like, all right, time to make dinner. And then I'm sitting on the couch and then at 1 a.m. I'm like, have I not made dinner yet? And what have I been doing this whole time? I wasn't watching TV.
Right.
I was literally just sitting there for hours, not experiencing time the way other people do. So I like her method of it because she's like, I'll go on stage when I'm ready. It's very Lauryn Hill. It's very Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. She said she doesn't believe in birthdays, but she does believe in anniversaries.
But why? How does that logic happen?
I think because she likes to celebrate anniversaries more than she does birthdays.
I feel like they're the same thing.
No.
They're in the same category.
Is an anniversary just a birthday of your marriage?
See? Same thing.
Or is a birthday just an anniversary of your birth?
Same thing. Yeah.
I learned something today.
You really did.
was not expecting
I'm
to.
here to educate
Thank you. You got 1 out of 5.
That's exciting. I thought it was going to get 0.
Well, I know. The last one was like a low blow. Did I use that right? Low blow, easy
No.
blow, easy throw, low throw.
It was a throwaway.
It was a throwaway. Thank you. That's improv. Now that you've lost this round, you need to do a shot.
That's how this works.
That's how this works.
It already smells like something I don't want to consume. I have a really terrible sense of smell, first of all. And I also have a really terrible identification of like the word bitter, the word sour, the word, what are all the taste bud thingies?
Sweet,
sweet,
salty,
savory.
and umami.
Did you say mummy?
Umami.
Umami. I don't know what savory is.
You're about to find out.
I mean, is it savory?
Savory is delicious. Isn't that what
Aren't
savory
they all
means?
delicious?
What does savory mean?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. So I'm not in tune with my taste buds or my sense of smell, which is why I don't like food or drinks. I just do them because they're there and I have to eat to live.
Okay.
But I don't care about food. I don't experience food the way other people do. Similar time. I'll eat something and I'll be like, okay, that was good. It nourished me. But I'm not like, oh, I need to have this pate.
But what you need to have right now is that shot.
All right. Oh my God. Why would you do this to me?
Why are you so stupid?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that one. I have to do the whole of this. I will be sick.
Just have half and I'll have the other half.
No, we're not doing that. I'm doing the full thing.
Oh my God.
I'm committed.
I love that.
I hate it.
That
I'm on a Bombae show. I have to do Bombae. What is wrong with you?
Where do we start? We can start with the famine. So hopefully that should invigorate you to get the next set of questions right. They're about something you know.
It's not going to make me smarter.
All right. Our next category is about a play we wrote just now, which is something you're working on for the Fringe Festival this year.
How did you know?
Tell me
I
about
am
this.
part of the Fringe Festival, and my drag sister Hillary Yass and I, who I love very much and is absolutely hilarious, we're 2 drag comedians who have a background in theater as well.
Okay.
She went to the National Theatre School in Montreal, which is like top tier theater school in Canada, or at least once was. And I really hate that I took that shot. And I went to Randolph Academy for the Performing Arts.
Which is way better than the one in Montreal.
Yes, we have a great reputation at that school. So we decided to combine our comedy and theater and drag shit and put it all into one show. It's basically, we got up on stage. We asked people, hey, what's a genre of play we should do? And then we ask a couple other questions, and then we build an entire show on the spot based on people's suggestions. And we have a rack full of costumes and wigs and props, and we change into different characters throughout the show. And we don't know what the music is going to be, and our stage manager will like play a different song just to like add mood, and we have to go with the mood of whatever song is playing, even if it doesn't fit with the narrative we've been telling. Anyway, so we're doing it at the Toronto Fringe Festival happening in July from the 2nd until the
12th of
13th or the 12th.
It opens on the 12th of August.
No. What are you talking about, August? It's July. Where'd you ever get August
Your
from?
show opens on the 15th of August. That's what I got.
What?
We'll get to that. We'll get to this. It's funny that you named...
We'll get to a lie? What? Misinformation?
You call this a play we wrote just now,
Yes.
but you didn't write anything for the play.
But we're not going to write it. It's going to be improvised.
It's really hard to write 5 questions about a show that hasn't happened that you don't know what it's going to be
Correct.
about. So I had to wing it, and instead I wrote the show about its cast and venue. So first question, your co-host, Hilary Yas,
Yes.
placed really high on Camp Wanakiki.
Yes.
When is Hilary Yas's mother's birthday?
Oh my God, it was just the other day.
I know. When was it?
I have to get the actual date correct.
That's what her birthday is. But Mariah doesn't believe in birthdays.
Mariah, listen, if we're going on Mariah time, then her birthday is absolutely June 7th.
That's incorrect.
Your face. What day
It's
is
June
it?
3rd.
I was so close.
But not enough. Happy birthday, Hilary Yas's mom.
Happy anniversary,
Happy anniversary.
Christine. I'm doxing her right now.
Don't do that. Next question. Your co-star, Hilary Yas, placed really high on Camp Wanakiki.
Yes, she
When is her drag mother's birthday?
January 19th.
That is also incorrect.
No, it is not. What information do you have? It's
have-
January 19th.
Okay, I have January 20th because that's when you wished her on Facebook.
A day late because I'm behind on everything because I don't experience time the way other people do.
I'll give you that one.
You better.
That, I will give you that
It is
one.
absolutely the 19th. Can we look it up right now? I'm going to look up. How do we even look up anything on Facebook anymore? They keep
I had to dig
changing.
really deep into your profile to find out when someone was born.
What does that say?
January 19th.
Who's correct?
Happy birthday, WikiLeaks.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I just need to double check Hillary's real mom's birthday because maybe you got that information incorrect.
No,
as
because
well.
Hillary wished her on June 3rd.
That's what you're basing it on.
On Facebook, yes.
This is wild. This is research.
It was really
this
hard.
is research, baby.
You haven't written a play and you expect me to write questions about it. This is the best I got. Next question. You're performing at the Baby Grand.
Who?
The Baby Grand, that's the venue?
Okay, you looked up the information for the Kingston Fringe Festival, which is another show we're doing. But the one we're doing in
so I was right.
No, cross some wires here. So we're doing the Toronto Fringe Festival at the Tarragon Solo Room
Okay.
in July. But we also will be, if anybody who's watching or reading or is in Kingston, Ontario, come see us in August.
Love that.
It's a tour.
It's
We're
a
in
tour.
2 different cities in Ontario.
So you're performing in Kingston at the Baby Grand, which is like a black box theater. What's the maximum seating capacity at the Baby Grand, Selena
60.
Vyle? That's incorrect.
Why is it incorrect?
Because
How many-
it's 90.
Should I look this up?
I looked it up this morning. It was 90.
90.
90 seats.
90 seats.
Yeah. It
Do we
starts
believe
at
Bomb?
60. I hope you do.
Chime in the comments right now.
Do you hear that? I don't hear any chimes.
What's the seating capacity for the Tarragon Solo Room that we're performing in from July 2nd to 12th?
100.
50.
Oh, cute. So your show in Kingston now that opens on the 12th of August
I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
is
It does.
also the birthday of Cara. How do you say her name? Cara Devlin.
I hate her.
How do you say her name?
I don't care.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do know, and I don't want to discuss this person.
Okay, well, she's known for her work in American Horror Story, Only Murders in
She
the Building,
is?
and Suicide Squad.
What season was she? She's in Suicide Squad?
She is.
What season of American Horror Story was she in?
I don't know. You're not asking me questions. I'm asking
Oh, fair.
you.
You're right. You're right.
What is Cara's sexual orientation?
Pansexual.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't think you hate her, but you got it right.
It was an educated guess because I know she's not straight, and I think if she was a lesbian, that would have been too easy an answer. And so I had to go with something that was a little out of the box because I know she's also someone who's like, oh, I'll do anything once.
How do you say her name?
I don't care. Devilly?
I've misspelled it. I wrote Devil Vogue Me.
Great. Did you see that interview she gave where she was like rolling her eyes at the interviewer?
Yes.
This is the type of person we're dealing with
No,
here.
yeah.
And although I've been rolling my eyes at you this entire time, I don't respect it when other people do it.
Cool. And it's out of love and hate.
Mostly hate.
Mostly hate. You so far you've gotten 3 out of 4.
This is
This
a
is a good
win.
round. There's one more question. You actually had a visual album called Broken Hearted Girl.
Thank you for noticing.
You sang a lot. It was shot by Gaping Hole.
Uh-huh.
Question for you.
Great name.
Yeah, I'm trying to know how well you know your own material. How long was Broken Hearted Girl?
40, maybe it was like 39 minutes?
You're close.
41.
No.
40
No.
minutes.
No.
37.
Okay, let's just give this to you because you were close. It's 38 minutes and 15 seconds. You
I said
sound
every
shocked.
number except for that one. I'm in the ballpark. It had to be exact.
I'll give it to you.
Since when do you care about facts?
I don't. This is facts for fags.
So I thought it was facts. Oh, wow. Wow.
It's subliminal, subversive, submissive.
You're really out here with the slurs right in the title, eh?
What's the slur? Facts?
4.
Okay, well, you actually got 4 out of 5 right for this. Congratulations, Selena Vyle.
Thank you. Technically, I
Not
got
too
3, but
bad.
that's okay. I still won. Oh, wait, so I don't...
I mean, unless you want to.
I don't.
I have to drink a shot of... Oh, God.
That's fun.
Cheers.
No.
Happy Pride. Ding. Ooh,
What is that?
it's like really bad vodka.
Oh, that's right. It's a cheap vodka.
Yeah.
Really? You had that reaction for a vodka shot?
I don't do cheap vodka.
But you do wild things. You put wild things in your mouth.
I know.
What's the wildest thing you put in your mouth?
Oh, I once drank an entire bottle of soy sauce.
That's disgusting.
I was streaming live.
I know. I watched it.
And people were texting me thinking I would get like acidic poisoning in my stomach or something. And
I remember the comments where like someone call poison control.
yeah,
right
it was a good time. I didn't have any side effects though. I also once had a whole bottle of lemon juice, but I did it for a reason. I ate like a frozen patty.
Yeah.
So I let it thaw out and then I ate it because I didn't want to cook it. And then I was like, oh, it's raw food. But you know what'll cook it? The acid in lemon juice. And then I drank lemon juice.
You drank a whole lemon juice and then you ate the
I
patty?
drank half a bottle of lemon juice and then hoping it would like cook the patty. in my
Inside
brain.
of you after you eaten it. What happens in that brain of yours?
Not
How does
much. Not much. It was dangerous. I loved it. I mean, I didn't think it was a bad thing. And then later I told people about this and they're like, you should stop doing this to
How
yourself.
are you alive? Is this a Weekend at Bernie situation where someone is puppeteering you right now?
I wasn't born when that movie came out.
Oh, fair.
What is it about?
What year were you born?
Oh, we will have a talk about that. All right, you actually did well. But I think you're going to have fun in this next round.
Okay.
It's the Rush Rapid Fire round. It is not sponsored by Rush.
What is about to happen?
It's a rapid fire round where I ask you questions, but you can't have a rapid fire round without...
Oh, God.
All right, let's do
I'm going to... Is that water?
No, it's a Nerf gun.
What happens when... How do I get shot? Is it when I get it wrong or not fast enough?
If you get it wrong, you get shot.
I didn't consent to this.
I give you eye protection. Are you ready?
Eye protection? Okay.
What color is at the bottom of the pride flag?
Purple.
Correct. The color purple used to be the most expensive and difficult dye to find because it came from which animal?
The dye?
Yeah.
It came from an animal?
Yes.
Oh, an eel.
Incorrect. It came from sea snails. What is the world's largest sea?
The world's largest sea?
Yeah.
Mediterranean.
Incorrect.
What was it?
Philippine Sea.
Oh, no.
Who won season 1 of Drag Race Philippines?
Drag Race Philippines. That was not Marina Summers. It was a lady who's very nice and really good at drag.
What is her name?
Carla.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Precious Paula Nicole. The movie Precious, released in 2008, was based on a novel called what?
Pushed by Sapphire.
Correct. In Call Me By Your Name, Timothée Chalamet's character ends up crying after he's pushed away by his lover. He cries into a fireplace for how many minutes?
Oh, 11.
Incorrect.
No.
3.3. In 2012, a gay Thai couple broke a Guinness...
How many questions are
There are
there?
10 questions.
Oh, God.
Gotta reload.
Love
that
that's hot. That's
sound.
really hot.
I know.
Actually. I'm really turned on right now.
In 2012, a gay Thai couple broke a Guinness Book of World Records by doing something for 50 hours. What did they do?
Made love.
Incorrect. They made out. But I love that. Can you imagine making out with someone for 50 hours?
Yes, again.
It would stink.
I love making... I could make out for 50 hours.
How would you take a shit?
You just slip gum in between while you're making out, and then it just... How do you shit?
Yeah, when you're making out with somebody.
You make out on the toilet.
Speaking of people who make out, Madonna famously kissed Britney Spears at the VMAs. Madonna and which famous Canadian singer share a common ancestor?
Shania Twain.
That is incorrect. Celine Dion.
Oh, thank God you missed.
What Canadian city hosted the first documented lesbian march?
What Canadian city?
Hosted the first documented lesbian march.
Vancouver.
That is correct.
Yes, it is.
Last question. Name 10 lesbians.
Okay, I got it. I
Go,
got it.
go.
I got it. Tig, Notaro. Can they be anybody or they have to be celebrities?
They have to be lesbians.
Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of lesbian they are. They can just be any kind of lesbian.
We don't judge.
Okay, here we go. Denise.
Who the fuck is Denise? Who is she? Name her.
The
Dox
leader
her.
of the Indigenous Babes.
Oh, yeah. she's
Okay,
also-
Indigenous Babes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Belle Jamel, probably.
Incorrect.
What do you mean?
Probably
how?
doesn't matter.
Well, okay, how to name 10?
Yes, you
they
named one. Go.
Here's a problem with lesbians is that sometimes
no.
I don't know if they're bisexual or if they're pan. Cara Delevingne. Kristen Stewart.
Yes.
Okay, are we
Three.
counting? That's 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The gun's coming back.
Okay, yeah, it sure is. Okay, Kristen Stewart is one of them. Oh, Sarah Paulson. I hate her. She's a Zionist.
Yes.
And her girlfriend, who is
5.
Holland Taylor. And of course, we can't forget Rosie O'Donnell.
6.
Or Cynthia Nixon.
7.
Or her wife, Rojo Caliente.
7.
Or, oh my God, you know what? I have another one.
Who?
And I'm gonna say it right now.
Say it.
This lesbian's
No,
name
Selena
is Rachel
Vyle.
Maddow. Rachel
7,
Maddow.
8.
And Suze Orman, probably. No!
Suze Orman is not a lesbian.
How do you know?
How do I not? I'm gonna sit here judge a woman based on what I
Martina
know.
Navratilova.
That's 9.
Okay, and then her wife, Julia, from The Real Housewives of Miami.
Julia, what?
Petrauskas?
That's correct.
It isn't, but
Thank you for that.
I bruise not easily, actually. I'm pretty good.
All right. Thank you so much. That was lovely.
I'm
How do you?
sweating.
Here, have a shot.
No!
Okay.
I did. How many did I get?
Oh, you did most of them. Oh, yeah, so I guess I have to do a shot.
Do I get to keep the glasses on?
Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
God.
Here's to me, and here's to you, and here's to all the laughter. And I'll be true as soon as you, and not a moment after.
Our next category is actually The Real Housewives, something you love.
Is this going to be a question about my personal attachment to the Housewives?
No.
So I thought that they were done. I never really watched The Housewives. All my friends did. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? For years and decades. And then in 2020, I pandemicked with my mom. And she's always been a really big fan of The Real Housewives.
Mom.
And she really introduced me to it and got me hooked. And then I started watching every franchise from the beginning of time. So I made myself a spreadsheet and found out when the air date of each season of each series was. And instead of doing like all of New York, all of Atlanta, I made a spreadsheet telling me when each one started. So I would watch them each in order of air date, season by season, not franchise by franchise. So I wanted to watch the full evolution of the Housewives from beginning to end. So I got to find out that Ramona was the first person to ever walk out of a reunion. So I learned a lot of like who was the first to do this. I think Tamra Judge is the person who like absolutely changed the game for the Housewives and took it from a boring docu-series to like a series where they come for each other.
I can't believe you shat on Baby Bell Bell for having Labubus as a hobby when you were out here making spreadsheets about the Housewives.
This didn't cost me any money, and it was
That is
during the
true.
pandemic. It was
Didn't
during
cost
the
you any
pandemic.
money. Daniel Staub allegedly had been engaged 21 times.
19.
21 as of today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fucking get your facts right. How many times has she been married?
Twice.
Incorrect. Thrice.
Thrice?
Yeah, she's been married 3 times.
Who was the third?
I didn't ask. How many times do you want to be engaged before you get married?
I don't ever want to be engaged or married.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, do you?
I want to be engaged I want to be engaged a few times before I want to be married.
Engaged people are the worst. Do you not
That is
think?
true. I hate the word fiance.
Where's my fiance?
The only time you should say anything, say it has to be Beyonce, not fiance.
Correct. Or beardance. We'll take that too.
Sure, I hate fiance.
Yes.
Yuck, no one cares.
Nobody
No one gives a fuck
cares
about
that you're
fiancé.
getting married. You're
No.
probably anytime I'm at a brunch and I'm like, and I find out that somebody like just got married, they're at a bachelorette. I always go, there's still time to get out.
Can I tell you something that's gonna blow your mind?
What is it?
The gays are doing it.
I don't like it.
They call each other fiance.
No, that is not a thing anybody's doing.
Fiance. I wanna.
Who started it? I want to know who started the trend because we have to kill them.
Oh, this is what makes me more conservative. I'm like, take back gay marriage.
We do not need gay rights.
Aviva Drescher, known for throwing her prosthetic leg across the table
Season 6,
at Roni. How much did that leg?
10,000.
Incorrect. It was a 30,000 leg.
I was about to say 30. You know that?
Oh, but you didn't.
It was in my head.
Well,
It was in my head and it fell out.
no, 30,000.
30,000, yeah.
I think, but I mean, the value it adds to your life is unmeasurable.
Oh, absolutely. She was a really great advocate on that show
Yeah.
for
Disability.
yes, absolutely.
And amputees, yeah.
And she did really great work for that. However, she just could not She couldn't handle the show.
Speaking of someone else who couldn't handle their show and their I'm slurring. Speaking of someone else who couldn't handle the show
You love
and
slurs. You love slurs. 4.
I'm going to repeat this again. Speaking of someone who couldn't handle the show or their alcohol,
Oh, here we go.
Karen Hugo was arrested for her second DUI in 2024. What car was she driving?
Ooh, she was driving a Rolls Royce.
Incorrect. You jump to these answers so quickly. You don't even think.
Well, because I don't know the answer, so why would I spend time thinking about what it could be?
I don't know. It was a 2014 Maserati.
Whoa,
27
Karen
Maserati.
Hugo was driving a Maserati?
Yeah.
What is she, a Britney Spears song? Work, bitch.
Karen Huger famously called herself Thomas Jefferson's concubine in that video. Did you see?
In the video of her arrest?
Yes.
She said some wild
She said some
shit
wild
on
things.
there. She said
Question for you, Selena. What famous document did Thomas Jefferson write in 1778?
the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, that is correct!
I made that up! Oh my god! That's a real thing?
Yeah. He was one of the founding fathers of America.
Thomas Jefferson. I learned that from Hamilton the Musical.
Famous pop star and New York housewife Luann de Lesseps competed on the season of The Masked Singer. What did she compete as?
Ooh, Luann. What was Luann's
What was she
mask?
dressed as?
She was a honey pot.
What the fuck is a honey pot?
A pot of honey.
That's incorrect.
What was she?
She was a hibiscus, or as they say in America, hibiscus.
A flower.
Yes, she was
That's
a
a flower,
flower.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. The only person on the mask I care about is Wendy Williams singing
Oh,
Native
New York,
Yorker.
New York?
No, Native New Yorker.
Oh.
No one opens the door for a Native New Yorker. And she was a set of lips. I think that was genius.
Love.
Also, we need to stop letting bad people on those shows because Rudy Giuliani was also a guest on that.
He can't even sing.
I know. He was like first eliminated, I think. I don't know. I don't watch that show. And then also this season on the upcoming season of The Traitors, season 4. Do you know who's on it?
No.
Michael Rappaport.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
That walking cold sore.
I'm not one to make fun of someone having a cold sore, but I'm one to make fun of Michael Rappaport.
Yes, because he is a cold sore. He doesn't have a cold sore.
What a
He
horrible
is
human
one.
being. I didn't know he was in The Traitors.
And I wished he was never cast in the first place. But that's Andy Cohen, baby. He's friends with him. There's that whole network.
Okay, Selena, you got 3 out of 5 incorrect. You got to do another shot.
But I got 2 correct.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't it?
No.
In my world where I don't know anything about time or counting, it is correct.
You can just take a sip if you're a chicken.
No, I'm not.
Thank you. I'll take those Nerf bullets from you.
Why would you do this to me? Oh my
Why
God.
would you do this to yourself? I asked.
It's like it goes down like a pickle and then it becomes something much worse.
Oh, that's a Friday night with me.
I know. I've read your Grindr bio. I'm not on Grindr.
Okay, are you? Oh God. All right, our next category is simple. It's simple. It's no trivia. It's a spelling bee.
How did you spell Bay?
B-A-E.
Bay like a, sorry, my eyes are closed because I don't want to be open right now.
Oh my God, is it that bad?
It's making me water.
Okay, then you can
It
just
is.
drink vodka instead.
No, I'm having a great time with this.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a word. I'll use it in a sentence if you like, and you spell it for me. The first word is bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea
Bougainvillea.
is absolutely spelled Bognvilla.
That's incorrect.
It's Boag.
There is no A.
Bogg. Boog.
It's not. It's Bougain.
What? That's Bougain.
Villea. It's the plant is named after Louis Antoine de Bougainville, the first French American to circumnavigate the globe.
I'm sorry, you said Bougainville. You didn't say Bougainville.
I said Bougainvillea.
I thought it was named after a person.
Yes, but they add words to it because they're French.
If it's French, you can't pronounce it Bogan. It's not Bougainville.
Okay, well, the next word is in French. Do you want to try
J'ai
getting
fréquenté
that
une
one?
école française à Ottawa dès que j'étais un petit bébé. Alors moi, je parle français et si tu parles pas avec moi en français, je
I'm
peux
gonna
pas
have to use
répondre
AI
les
to figure out
questions.
what you said.
I used to tour in children's theater, and we used to go all across Ontario doing shows in English and in French. And a little background on me is when I graduated high school, I don't know if you know this, but in Ontario specifically, not in Canada,
No.
just in Ontario,
Okay.
we had to do grade 13. So you went to grade 13 and it was called OAC, Ontario Academic Credit. And you could only get into university if you got 6 OAC credits. Okay?
All
So
right,
this is a little
I'm
background on
following
this.
so far.
Okay. So I also was in the bilingual program. I went to a French elementary school, which is what I just said in French. But then in high school, it was a bilingual program. So I didn't have to take all French courses, but I took several in. Does it sound like I'm farting? But anyway, so what happened was when I graduated, I was like, I'm going to be an actor. I don't need to go to university. I'm going to be someone who performs in English. I don't need my bilingual certificate. So I didn't finish my French credits or my OAC credits. So I graduate grade 13. I did graduate from grade 13, but I just didn't get all the credits I needed.
You lost me at Canada.
So I know. I know. I don't know how you ended up in this country. We are
Selena,
looking to tighten immigration. So anyway, I'm telling you a story. I'm getting to a point here somehow, and you can edit this however
hurry
you
the
want.
fuck up? Because
I really can't. There's several layers to the story. So I graduated, and then my mom said, hey, you dumb bitch, you have to go to university. So you have to go back to high school, get your extra 2 credits to go to university, and you have to finish your bilingual certificate. So I had to go back. This is now grade 14. So I'm now like 19 years old in high school. I had to, so anyway, point of the story is I did it. Then I become an actor. I don't go to university. So I start doing children's theater where I have to perform in English and in French because sometimes you go into English schools, sometimes you go into French schools. So I ended up going to my old elementary school, which is a French school. Was it a good shot? And I remember saying in front of the room after we did our show, and I did an entire show in French, and it was like, this is so cool that I'm here. This is my actual elementary school. I grew up going to this school, and like it's so cool that I get to come back and perform for all of you guys. And then I looked at all the teachers, and they were like, you went to school and this is what happened to you? How did you go to a French school and end up with French this bad? Are we okay?
No.
The story's over.
Our next word for the spelling bee is not French, it's English. Selena Vyle, can you spell Massachusetts?
Yes, I can.
The birthplace of John Cena.
M-A.
You're good. Go on.
S-S.
Yes.
E.
Go on.
I think there's a T and then a C-H-E-T-T-E-S.
That is so wrong. The correct spelling of Massachusetts.
I didn't put a U in there anywhere.
No, I didn't even say Massachusetts right. The correct spelling of Massachusetts, birthplace of John Cena, is Massachusetts.
If I were thinking, I would have known that.
If you were thinking, you would have wrapped up that previous story way sooner.
Do you know what my favorite film is that's set in Massachusetts? Guess. You have to guess.
Oh, Departed.
No. I will give you a hint. It stars Cher.
Burlesque.
No. You're done. It's mermaids. Take a shot.
No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't born when mermaids was around, sorry. What?
How? What year were you born?
Your last... Okay, this is fucked. I have to apologize. The last word is really hard. I thought you would get Massachusetts and Bougainvillea.
I actually thought I would get Massachusetts.
Okay, and to our listeners, good luck getting this. The word is Synecdoche. Synecdoche.
Are you trying to say Schenectady?
No, I'm not. I can tell you what this is. Synecdoche is a figure of speech that uses a term for a part of something to refer to the whole. For example, when we refer to a person as a loose bottom, we're referring to a part, his loose bottom, as his whole. A loose bottom. That's what a synecdoche is, when you refer to a part as the whole. Like, you know when you say, I want Coke to refer to pop?
Uh-huh.
Like when you say, I want a specific part.
You say Kleenex instead of tissue.
You say Xerox instead of photocopy. Spell synecdoche.
Say Synecdoche. Synecdoche.
Doshi.
Synecdochey.
That is, oh, you were so close.
What was it?
So close, Selena. Synecdoche.
I didn't have to put the Y.
But that was so close.
Y. Bye.
You got 3 out of 3 incorrect. Selena, you need to do a shot.
Wow.
Cheers, mama.
Cheers.
How are you feeling so far? Do you feel smart?
Yes.
Oh. How cocky.
I got more questions right than I thought I would.
That is true. Our next category is called the boss bitch round. It's where I ask you one question, and you just have to explain it to me in your way.
So in the same way that I explained the story about speaking French and going to a theater school and what I had to go through in high school.
No. Who the fuck is Benson Boone?
Who isn't Benson Boone? How much time do I have? Benson Boone is a god on earth. Benson Boone is an angel sent from heaven whose clothes will rip off into a flamboyant, sparkly, absolutely heavenly, just little package. Benson Boone will run around a room and flip upside down and do parkour on any given stage, and then we'll sing a note right afterwards, and that note will be on key and on time. No Mariah reference here.
You like Benson Boone.
I've never listened to a song of
Which
his.
is why you like Benson fucking Boone.
Well, the fact of the matter is that he is beautiful to look at, even though he does look like an Italian plumber from the 70s who's like getting up there in age. But he's exactly what I'm looking for someone who's going to flip all over me and then sing a note on my face.
I don't like Benson Boone. I think Benson Boone is good to look at.
What does his music sound like? I don't know.
Exactly! I think Benson Boone is great to look at. He's very hot in the Mormon kind of way that he is. But going to the schools of queerbaiting that Nick Jonas has gone to.
I have opinions on queerbaiting. I'm into it, and I think we should have more of it, and we should stop calling it out.
You like queerbaiting.
I think if you are going to play into a gay aesthetic, you know that you're going to be alienating an audience of people who are like homophobic. So you're weeding out the bad audience, which Taylor Swift does not do. She plays into her Republican
Sure.
audience.
I think if you're going to queerbait, I want to see your asshole on Twitter.
And I think we're close to it. Charlie Puth practically posted his.
Charlie Puthi?
Oh, you like a little Charlie Puth?
No, I hate the man. I think if you're going to queerbait, you really have to be an ally.
Sure. I think you're being an ally by queerbaiting.
How so?
Because you're saying, hey, it's okay to be a little faggy. Sorry. Is that the name of the show? It's okay to be a little faggy. And like, it's okay for straight men to be faggy. It's teaching little boys that they can dress flamboyantly. I think they are doing a service by being in the public sphere and acting homo.
So you love Harry Styles?
I do. I think Harry is actually talented and actually probably a good person, probably.
I think Harry Styles is probably a good person, but my issue is that you can use the queer community for likes and eyeballs, and you can get the queer community to sign up and love you because you're usually a hot white cis man. How are you paying back the community for that love?
None of these people are forcing gay people to like them.
But if you're gonna show up on a Zoom call with your pits out, you know the gays are gonna show up.
I mean, you don't have to be a weak gay. I will show up for Hassan Parker when he does that because he's also giving me a service of like riding hard for Palestine, which I really believe in. So I'm okay with it. Who cares? Show me your pits. I want to see every straight man's pits. Show us your fucking pits.
I think that would be nice.
Yes.
I think that would be nice.
What? See?
I'm with you on this
You want
one.
to see my pits? I'll show you my pits. I got some pits. I don't know if you can see them.
We have a section that I love to call an ally asks.
Ally.
Where I ask an ally to send us a question that they may have, and we have to answer this question to the ally.
Is it advice?
Sure, it can be. It can be advice, it can be we can read them, we can do whatever we want. All right, could we play the audio track?
I have a question. First time listener, second time caller. I want to know, what are sniffies and why is everyone on them?
Hey, person. You're incredibly misinformed, and actually I'm concerned you might actually be a little bit stupid. So sniffies are not a thing that you do. Sniffies is an app that you go on, and it will read your location and show you who else nearby is DTF. So if you want to get a little or a little then you go on to Sniffies and you find somebody to do this with. Am I getting this wrong?
No, you're getting it right. I just want to know what the second thing was. The first one was you were sucking a dick.
Oh, I was taking it. I don't know what that's like because I'm not actually a bottom.
There we go.
So...
famously known not to bottom, Selena Vyle is going to do it.
And it's not because I don't want to bottom. It's because I cannot because I'm... It hurts me. So Sniffies is a website. I don't think it's an app, but it is a website, and you just go on there, find somebody like next door to you, and you get your mojo on.
You know what's happened because of Sniffies?
What?
We've lost cruising spots. When a lot of gay men cruise around an area, it shows up on Sniffies. Landlords are suddenly like, oh, I can see this now. And they kind of lock off those areas.
These landlords are lazy. You could have 10 years ago made yourself a scorch.org account and found your own cruising spot. They are clearly behind the times and they're not allies.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Yeah. The only place you should be using Sniffies is in an airport because it's quick and you have to... Yes.
Are you sucking airport dick?
I've tried. It hasn't worked out for me yet.
Yeah, because it's airport dick. Who shows up to an airport ready to get sucked off?
For those of you listening, I'm pointing at myself.
Well, but you don't know if someone's coming in from a layover.
Good. I hope they
Oh
are.
my God, Selena
Every
Vyle.
time I am at an airport, I am looking. I once had a guy that I met on an app getting onto a plane, and he was getting onto the same plane. Okay, first of all, he was like, hey, do you want me to see, like, when we get on, if I can get my partner to switch, like, whoever's sitting with me, switch seats with you?
Okay.
And then I got on, and then he made eyes at me, and I thought he was saying, didn't work out, but he was actually saying, we're good to go. And so I was like, oh, well, and I sat down, and he thought I was uninterested. And then we got off, and he was like, hey, what happened? And I was like, oh, I thought you said that he wasn't down. And he was like, no, he would have switched with you. And I was like, uh-oh. So then we went back to his place, and we fucked.
After the airport?
It was an hour flight to New York. Calm down.
Doesn't matter. Oh my God.
It doesn't?
Well, when you're on an airplane, you're automatically like grimy.
I disagree. It's a Porter flight. It was very luxurious.
Oh, well, thank you, Porter Airline. Also not a sponsor of this podcast. Amazing. Thank you so much, Selena Vyle, for answering our ally. Selena, where can anyone find you? And tell me about your new drag brunch that's happening in the city of Toronto.
Okay, so you can find me on the internet. On all my socials are at Selena Vyle. Selena spelled like Selena Quintanilla or Selena Gomez if you're new. Vi is V-Y-L-E. My account is currently on private because I am under attack by some Zionists. So you'll have to request and I will have to vet you. And if you want to know more about my brunch... Don't come if you're a Zionist, but if you're not, it is happening at the Smith Social House at College and McCall across from U of T in Toronto. It is going to be still produced through Glad Day, but happening in an alternate location because where Glad Day is moving to, it is the world's oldest queer bookstore. It's the longest running drag brunch in Canada, but we unfortunately have lost our space. Gentrification is great. We've had to move to the West End. However, that space is not going to be equipped to host a drag brunch, so you will have to find us alternately, hopefully at Smith Social House.
All right.
Every
amazing.
Sunday.
Thank you so much, Selena Vyle. If there is someone you would nominate to do this show, who would that be?
Ooh, who would I nominate to be on this show? Safonda Cox. She is a pillar of the community, one of the top drag queens in Toronto, and I think she deserves a platform on this show.
I think Safonda Cox
Would be wild answering these
would
questions.
be wild. I would love to get... I'm going to reach out to Safonda. Safonda, if you're watching, I'm going to text you. We're going to get you on the show. I have so many questions.
She doesn't have the answers.
Well, that's Safonda for you. All right. Thank you so much. That's it for this week's of Facts for Fags. Where facts were flimsy, the gays were messy, and Selena, well, she tried her best. I'm spitting all over this table.
I've been.
Whether you've aced the trivia or flunked it harder than a bottom at Bible camp, we love you anyway. Big thank you again to our guest, Selena Vyle.
That's me. I still have 2 shots I didn't drink.
Soda Studios for having us. And to you, our listeners, for listening with your whole queer heart. Don't forget to rate, review, and share this podcast with someone who thinks Carly Rae Jepsen peaked in 2012. Because emotion is that fucking bitch. Follow us everywhere on @Bombae on TikTok and Instagram. If you want to be on the show or submit questions, slide into my DMs anytime, diva. And remember, if you didn't learn something today, you're straight. Sorry, we don't make the rules. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Facts for facts. It's clear that you are gay. Facts for facts. Let's up the stakes today. Bring the brains, booty busters, and the brats. It's It's time for facts for facts.
You're so stupid.